Hey, y'all.
Hi, this is Shawanda, your girl.
And I'm Jaleesa.
And welcome to Everyone Wants 100%, where we give you the real behind the salon industry.
And we're never, ever going to forget.
Hi. How are you
I
guys?
might be.
Why are you making a face?
Because you didn't say who you was. They just hear this angelic voice. What if they knew?
I
And they
might
just
be.
tuned in.
Now.
What up?
What up?
Oh, Lord.
Yes. So today we are talking about why the girlies don't want to go to the salon no more.
Dum, dum, dum. But before we get there,
What?
we want to wish Shawandi a happy birthday. It's OVO.
My mic.
Kendrick all day. It's OVO season
Wait, what?
for her.
I've been playing Drake since October 1st.
Yes, because when it's your birthday, I don't know if Drake gives you some kind of special superpowers that he didn't have during the battle. So,
Wow.
it makes you feel good.
do.
So I just want to wish my friend and co-host a wonderful happy birthday. I hope you get all the things that your heart desires and
$1 million?
more. If that's what your
$1
heart
million?
desires and more, then that's
Send
what it
it.
would be.
Cash at me.
Cash App.
$SEWBK.
Ooh.
Hopefully we'll get a new dollar.
Right, I love
we'll
that
hear that
Yep.
sound.
I hope so. So we just want to know why the girlies are not going to the salon. And I really want to ask this question because these press-ons that
Wait,
I have
what?
on right now is stressing me out. And
They not pressing?
no, maybe I should have got the Lee press-ons. Because this ain't it. How y'all girlies, how y'all changing diapers, washing dishes, doing laundry with these damn press-on nails?
Well, I think that, did you file them before you put them on? Because there's a process. I see them on TikTok.
I did file my
They
nails.
file
back.
them, and then
Yes.
after that, they push it back, and then they put the glue on the nail.
First of all, I had one number 7, and I needed 2 number 7s. That's the first problem.
What
The
is
number
that?
7.
I don't know what that
So
means.
they all have numbers under them to
okay.
let you know
Where they go?
Where they go. So once you find one hand that has the correct number set for you, you can just pick up the other one. So I'm looking for number 7. I guess they missed that one.
Maybe
but
they
you know
didn't
what?
think it.
I don't know how you guys do this at home stuff because this doesn't work for me.
I know Jackie Anna is like the queen of press-on nails. She has the best sets ever, and that's all she's been wearing, I feel like, for years is press-ons. And they be looking good.
She using crazy glue?
I don't know, but I'm sure she has a YouTube tutorial on what she does when she's doing her press-on
They
nails.
literally have salons dedicated and geared to press-ons now.
They do.
What in the world? So I'm
We don't know
gonna
about that life.
I'm gonna go to a salon and spend $25 for you to. Maybe I should have.
Right, because then it was.
I was going to get there, friend. I was just going to wait for you to find
Maybe
it.
I should have.
I was going to wait for you to find it because you wouldn't be complaining about them and asking for leave
these things.
if you went to the Chinese.
The same and another
Again. Again. What else I'm cutting out?
another Lee
Because episodes in time enough to cut anything out.
y'all
so
need
it's
to go.
staying.
Y'all need to go to the salon because this right here, this foolery with this press on this.
That's why you should pay the $25 something dollars and go to
Because
Lee.
I still don't have no faith.
Cheryl Lee.
2 weeks is not enough for me.
Might be stressed in the back there.
Very.
Look.
Very.
Well, yeah,
So,
why
you
don't you
guys,
go in?
in today's episode, we are exploring the girlies that are not coming into the salon.
Why?
We came across a post from a stylist asking, why aren't the girlies coming to the salon anymore? One of the responses went in, of course, as they always do. And we want to spend some time today unpacking the things that are mentioned. So, friends, start out with the one that stands out to you the most.
The
Yes.
one that resonates with me the most is the pricing that has increased. So what I've noticed on Instagram, TikTok, I feel like there's always a focus on the pricing for the stylist and what they charge. And I don't think that that's fair because no other industry, literally not any other industry.
Because the price
is
the price.
But what other industry do we have continuous back and forth conversations about pricing?
Right, because
Look
I
what we
wish it was
have.
the medical industry.
Thank you. Say it louder for the people in the back.
I said, I wish it was the medical industry. I wish I could argue my doctor down about these copays and bills that they send to my house.
And these contacts that cost $1 million because I can't see. I didn't ask not to be able to have 20/20. I was born this way.
Yeah.
I should be getting tampons and pads for free. It wasn't my fault. I'm a girl.
She just took it left.
I know. I was like, wait, what?
Either way, yes, to your point, doctors who go to school for X amount of years, yes, they do their residency. They are very much highly trained in their field. I do believe that the girls that did go to school who are licensed professionals should have the same respect.
I don't disagree. I think that if the pricing does not suit you, then that doesn't need to be the stylist that you go to. Or you save your money and you go to them when you can afford them.
I think you're going a little too deep in it. It shouldn't be a conversation. It should not.
Right. To avoid that conversation, you either save your money because their price is their price.
Yes.
Or you go to someone that you can afford. You don't come to them and be like, I remember, let me tell you a story. Story time. So I remember, it actually happened this past weekend. I was talking to someone who was waiting for another client in the suite. And she saw you doing hair and she just asked like, hey, how much is it for a traditional sew-in? I just want to leave hair out. So I quoted her the price. She's like, even if I come washed and blow dried?
We talked about this.
So then she was like, okay, well, how much is it if I decided to get a closure? So I politely said, well, if you were uncomfortable about the price for the traditional install, I can only imagine what your reaction is going to be to our closure install. And she's like, well, what is it? And I gave her the price. And she's like, why y'all charge so much?
That's crazy.
Because we're the Louis Vuitton of hair.
Not even. Because
And when you guys start to realize that when someone's prices are what they are, it's because they have a certain level of experience, work.
They're supposed to.
They're supposed to. Yeah.
But
they're supposed
that's not what's happening. So, yes.
Not all the time.
Not most of the time.
But most of the time. If I see somebody who is priced highly,
yes,
I'm expecting a certain level of service from the time I book you.
Okay.
And if I don't get that, then I know that you're a fraud.
Okay.
Right.
The Barb said it best. I know you're a fraud. But if you have those certain things, like you're hitting those customer service points, your website is understandable, I leave my deposit, I don't have any issues.
Again, now you have expectations. Back to the medical field, where there are none, and we're waiting in the waiting room for an hour or 2 hours.
I mean, I do have expectations.
Right.
You have expectations.
Because I'm not waiting 2 hours, I'm not going to you.
Okay.
I do have.
I don't go to them.
Okay.
If I don't go to urgent cares, I don't go to the hospital. I make appointments so that I have to avoid those things.
Okay.
So yeah, maybe you could speak to that for your life, Frank, because we know you're the last minute one. I'm planning. I'm reading reviews. I'm making sure wherever I'm going is doing the things that I need to, or else I'm not going to go.
But stop talking about the stylist pricing. That's all I'm saying.
I believe,
all of that extra.
I believe that when people have themselves priced at a certain pricing, it's because they have that level of a service.
And if they don't,
then I'm not going to them.
Okay, and that's fine. But their price is still their price. And
it is, and they're going to have a client that's going to go to them,
and they will.
But the clients or people should not be so appalled and shocked.
They shouldn't
when I say what my prices are, because it's like, aside from the fact that yes, this is how much I'm charging. Do you guys realize that this is their livelihoods?
Yeah, because she specifically said in the post, pricing increases have astronomically increased over the years for the same styles. Everything has astronomically increased over the years. So the idea that somehow your hairstyle pricing should stay the same while everything goes up. I saw a post where it was like, I'm from the generation where a full set for your nails was $25. As I am as well.
With the airbrush and the little diamonds.
Okay, and now I'm paying $80 on average for basic nails.
My nails are $150.
Right, and you do all the bedazzle and the fun, and I'm doing basic.
Right.
And it's $80. So for the idea that somehow your hair was supposed to stay the same price while everything else goes up, like eggs not even the same price. Like, stop.
Period. And they not. So the price is the price, and that's it.
That's it.
Okay. The other one that's
why the girlie's not coming.
So the other one that stood out for me was,
please don't let it be the same as mine.
Well, deposits.
Oh.
We talk about this all the time. There was a time when that deposits wasn't a thing. Deposits are a thing now to ensure that the stylist is going to be compensated for their time. If you do not pay a deposit, then you are more inclined to not show up for your appointment. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you get it?
That just goes back to the last episode when the client, when you read the review, that she said, you know, the rescheduling and the canceling and their policies and deposits, it doesn't work for her.
Yeah.
But I think that, again, people take the humanity out of it and they don't realize that if you don't show up, I could have had somebody else in that space.
Yes.
I could have had money that could have been made.
Or I could have left early.
Or I could have left early for the day as well, too. But
Yes.
now that you have taken that 20 minutes, that 30 minutes away from me, I have to be compensated for that time because you decided not to show up. Things happen. And that is 1000% true. But guess what? Now that things happen, I got to be compensated for it, just like any other regular job.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like the disrespect comes in, is that people don't believe that stylist is a regular operating corporate job.
No, and that's because they don't operate as such most times. So that makes sense.
That does.
Yeah.
But when you do see someone who is representing themselves that way,
as a professional in a space has product,
you should respect it.
Yeah, you should. And
if you call us,
I guess y'all are so few and far in between that they don't know what to do with
what they don't.
Very true.
It is, and I can't blame them 100% for feeling so uneasy.
Yeah, because I always blame the clients. Yeah, I know that.
I can't.
But I'm on y'all side.
100% for feeling so uneasy when they take that step in trusting someone with their hair and booking that appointment, because there is a lot of things that go on that shouldn't be happening in the
like the fact that I greeted you, I don't know, the fact that when someone just greets me with a smile and it's genuine, it kind of I ease or I peel off a layer in this new appointment situation, right? Because now I'm like, okay, they're nice.
Right. Okay,
like, all right.
She knows what she's doing.
She's
she's on time.
Right. It's like I'm peeling off those layers and I'm like, okay, this is not that bad. Like I'll come back. I'll come back and I'll patron whatever the word is.
Patronize.
Thank you.
I'm surprised you didn't pick the
less.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, less appointment hours. If stylists started coming together in one salon to widen their range of appointment hours and services, instead of everyone wanting to be a boss, they would have more foot traffic. Collaboration over competition will win every single time. See, this post this one right here is all she needed to say in her complaint. And this right here is the reason that why we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more.
Yep.
Because this right here would alleviate all of the other stressors.
It would.
When it comes to a hair salon and a hairstylist.
Because collaboration
equals elevation.
Go ahead and tune into that episode. It's about 2 ones prior to this, where we kind of educate you guys and let you know, like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm about to leave because we give it all this information.
Put it in an ebook, friend.
I got to put it in the ebook.
Yes, put it in the ebook.
It can be successful because literally we just had an episode on this and we talked about it and they still not getting it.
No, they getting it. I feel like they are coming more around to being back in the salons. We talked about that, renting chairs versus going the suite route. And I think that would be a great look for everyone. The clients would see a tremendous difference in how they're being handled as clients.
Yep. The one that stood out to me, since you took them all, good one.
Sorry. It's a few more.
Yes. Stylists limiting their skills to one type of style, like only doing box braids or faux locks. Growing up, we could go to the salon and there was one stylist that was skilled with a wide variety of styles. Hence my comment earlier about stylists coming together in one location. Now listen.
I think she asked a little bit too much now.
What's that? Tori Lene Owens.
Wow, she had her whole
name up there, baby. Listen. All right. You can't. I'm not going to say you can't. I'm trying to find it. All right. So when people are good at one thing, you got to let them be good at that. Okay? Because I'm not going to go to a braider and go get a silk press.
No.
It's going to be stiff.
I think
baby.
You can't use that as an example, though.
If
braiders are
they're,
braiders and
yes.
stylists are hairstylists.
Okay, I take that back because there are some hairstylists
well, she said
who are
people only doing box braids or faux locks.
Right, but she wants someone who only does that.
That's
like
not even realistic, though.
Like, you can't limit. She's saying that they're limiting their expertise.
Right. Yeah.
Like, but you can't do that because if I know that I'm banging at these brows and I'm a brow artist, I'm not about to go do lashes.
Right. Understood, but
because I'm perfecting this.
Yes. And it also goes to who you're talking to, right?
Right.
Your ideal client,
Right.
My ideal client is someone who wears hair extensions, meaning the ones that you sew in, which average timing for installation is about 2 to 3 hours.
Right.
Now, that same client is not going to want to visit me now if I have a box braid ahead of her. And now I have this 6-hour client that's now 6.5 hours, and she's waiting there like, is she gonna finish these damn box braids so I can get in the chair? Like, it doesn't make sense. And that's why when people come to the salon and they ask me about color services, I will tell you we are not a color focused salon, because that does not fit into
the mold,
schedule
our plan,
and how I'm right, because now I'm gonna have a disgruntled client, and we want to make sure the clients are happy and they're in and they're out.
So if you have somebody who is a braider and who is a faux loxer and who is good at that, let them be good at that, baby.
But back to her previous point.
But back to her previous point, they could be in the salon and they could also work in the same space.
Right.
But let them do what they do. Because if they start moving into other things, now you got you sitting on the sitting on the couch burning a hole in my head because I got 17 more braids left.
Right.
Okay?
Exactly.
And I don't want that for you, Tori.
I don't want that for me.
I don't want that for you. I
do
want
not want
you
that for
to
me.
be in and out like a robbery.
Yes.
Wait,
So
what?
she said at the end of the day, salons for Black women used to be a place of commune. The kids would have an area to play.
All right now.
Until they got their little $20 hairstyles. It was a nail artist doing nails. There was snacks you could buy. The music was flowing. Someone was coming to sell clothes, and we all laughed and told stories. So pretty much.
No. Don't skip that last part.
Okay.
Don't you.
Wait,
It said, so we didn't mind when it had two heads. When it was two heads and the stylist was doing at once. Now you know you lying. Why you always lying?
No, back in the day, I didn't want two people on my head at all.
First of all,
I didn't.
Wait, you took it that way? I took it as
she said when the
stylist has two heads. You're lying, Tori. I'm gonna get you together. You might be telling a little fib, because the minute that the stylist leaves the chair and goes to work on somebody else, y'all be like, where you going? What you doing? Like, are you gonna? I gotta make sure I'm out by 5 o'clock.
Looking at my watch.
Yep. No. Don't say that.
Don't let them sit under the dryer 5 minutes.
Don't let that dryer turn off. I now have a hole in the back of my head. Because you stared right through it. Now, I get it from the client perspective, because you booked something at a certain time and you want to be out by a certain time. But don't tell me I can multitask and then be mad when I'm multitasking. Right. That doesn't make any sense. No. So give me a little grace.
Yes, please.
Give me a little grace. And let me be able to do what I do and get you out here.
With all of that being said, though, she had valid points of why the girls are not coming to the salon. She did. So I can't be 100% upset. But like we always talk about, if we bring it back to the basics and how we used to operate, then we'll see more clients.
With edits. Bring it back to how we used to operate, but let's keep
kids
deposits
in the corner.
Let's keep the deposits. Let's leave the kids at home. Please. Like, we could still bring the people that's boosting. I don't know what kind of boosting they do now. It might be credit card scams, so they might be able to sell you a gift card or something. But I don't know where the way is, and I don't know if they're still selling clothes anymore. But listen, come back to the salons. Like, not every salon is the same. There are still places that are not suite based, that are not. There are some people who literally are in the salon, and you just got to take the time to find them.
Yeah, you do. Mm-hmm. And you got to probably spend a little extra coins, but that's what's one of her gripes.
Here we go.
It is what it is.
They want it all.
They want it all.
100%.
Or nothing at all.
So now as we transition
and doobie this up.
Tangle Tales. We are detangling the mess, and we'll be sharing some of the craziest reviews and stories and giving our feedback on the tea. So with this one, the stylist that dropped her client to go do what's her
JT
name?
coming. JT coming. That's what she said. She said, JT coming, girl. You gotta lose your spot.
Right, but that's crazy because it was her wedding day.
I'm sorry.
Tell them about that.
Because I'm not even going to laugh at that, because my nail artist almost canceled on me on my wedding day, and I was in tears.
This is makeup. So you could get a little lead press on if that was the case. But ain't no way you can come from a makeup artist canceling on your wedding day. Mm-hmm. Wild.
So tell us about it. What happened?
So
Mike B, you tell us about it.
Well, Mike B, the client, she reached out to a makeup artist. She picked her, talked to her about her wedding day.
Way in advance.
They were on schedule for that day, and then she got a text message in the morning canceling because the makeup artist had to go do JT's makeup.
So she actually didn't even answer her.
No, she did communicate that she wasn't going to be doing her makeup. She did.
Yeah, she told her she was looking for somebody else to do it for her.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Girl.
But she didn't say anything. Like, she was letting days pass by before she actually responded and said anything to her.
So that's not, in the profession, you either pick a side. You're either going to service regular old people like me and yourself, like regular Joe Schmoes, or you're going to work your way into the industry where you'll just be seeing celebrities.
But I know a makeup artist that does both.
It's hard. It's hard.
I know a makeup artist that does both. They, I won't say a gender, but they like have their set days and then they sprinkle in a little bit of clients on their business.
Okay.
And I feel like if you have control of your schedule.
But you usually don't when you're working in the industry. Like, they usually call you within the same day, within the same hour, and you have to drop what you're doing to go and take care of the celebrity.
The same thing happened with a nail artist, one of Cardi B's nail artists. She was was she a lash artist?
I think she was a lash artist.
Yeah. It was a service that she was offering for Cardi B, and she found out about her. Cardi B allegedly was paying normal prices as how we would, and she would book off her day and she would go take a Uber, go see her, do whatever services that she was getting, and then she would come back. But she realized that she was losing out on money because it's not like there was an upcharge in the pricing, so it was just normal pricing. Then they had to travel there. Once they travel there, that cuts into the money that you're getting. And it's like, again, I just take this back to just needing mentoring shit. Because had that person or that service provider known that, hey, I have this celebrity client, like, you're supposed to price a certain way, you're supposed to send these contracts, you're supposed to, like, you're supposed to have be on your Zoom. You're supposed to be standing on business, baby.
Standing on business.
And she wasn't. And then she took, of course, like everyone does, to the internet and was like,
Cardi B?
No. Okay. The service provider. She was like, I went there and I blocked out my whole day. I didn't even charge her extra. And she was disgruntled. And I'm like, but you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Now you got us in your group chat.
Yeah.
Because I would have told you as your friend, you should have sent her a contract 2 weeks ago. But I feel like what happens is, and I think maybe this happened as well too in the same instance, when you hear the word celebrity, it adds a different type of clout to your name.
I don't agree.
You don't think so?
No. Why? Because
I do.
9 times out of 10, they usually are not paying. They're not paying for their service. It's just having the idea of knowing that this person did a
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When people hear that title
service
of celebrity, then they feel
it makes people seek you out.
It makes people
like, oh, you're a celebrity makeup artist.
Right. It makes you way more desirable because you feel as though, ooh, this person did Cardi B and now she's doing my nails. JT got her face beat. Now, it's a reason why.
Diddy had all those complaints and all those artists that he was working with because he never paid them. Because in his mind, he was like, you work with me, man. It's up from here. It's only up from here. But yet, I'm still $1 short.
Right. And I watched the interview with Mace explaining the same exact thing.
My money.
Like, you have to be able to, pay your way. Just give me my money.
Give me my money. That's all this chucks up to.
So what happened with them?
Oh, well, she took to the internet and just pretty much told her story bashing the makeup artist. And the makeup artist, honestly, she told the truth. She was like, I had to go do JT's makeup. And sorry, but not sorry. I had to go get this money.
She probably was making a lot more money.
But she canceled on her 9:22 p.m. the night before her wedding. So my question to you guys is, was that the right thing to do?
Of course not.
Of course not.
I mean, some people will look at it and say yes because
but in the comments, they was eating her up because everyone agreed with the client. And a lot of service providers that were in the comments were like, if it was me, I would have canceled on JT because you make consistent money with your everyday clients versus doing a celebrity.
So sometimes when you are in that industry, though, you are usually with the union. Sometimes you are union,
But how hard is it to get into that?
It's very hard.
So then
if
they're all freelancing.
They're all freelancing, and if you don't show up for one job, it only takes one job. They will can you like you would be non-existent anymore. So no one wants to take that on. They want to be in that limelight, so they're gonna. She tried to do both, and to be honest, I don't think you can do both. I know who is Rihanna's hairstylist? Ursula is one who has a salon, but she's really, to my knowledge, in the salon because she has celebrity clients, and you can't do both.
I mean, she does. I mean, I see her on TikTok. I don't know if it's her hands, but I see
she's always doing celebrities 9 times out of 10.
No, I see her doing regular people in her salon.
Okay.
So I think that it just takes better planning.
Yeah.
Like that service provider they didn't plan properly because had they planned properly, they would have known, hey, I can't do your makeup this day. I need to reach out to this person and make sure that things are.
Sometimes it doesn't work that way.
Yeah, because it seemed like this was a very quick, like,
it's a last minute.
She wasn't sure. And then her people called and was like, yeah, we need you. And she was out. One of the comments said, like, I mean, I understand both point of views. Business is business and being professional and conducting good business matters. But at the same time, doing a celebrity's makeup adds to an artist's portfolio and helps them get other new clients and more money. And she said at least she attempted to find her someone else.
That was I guess that's what she could do at that point.
I mean, I don't want you. I wanted you.
I know.
Who said that?
One of the comments.
If you do celebrities, I'm sorry.
It adds to your portfolio. That's what you
yes.
agreed.
Add to your portfolio, yes. Bring you more clients? Not always. Not always.
You just said that if you saw someone that has done celebrity, you would be more
inclined to go to them. Absolutely.
So that's more money.
But that doesn't always happen all the time.
That's the
because we've worked with influence before. Yes. You've worked with celebrities before. Yes. Do you say that there's an influx of people running into Brooklyn because you've worked with these people?
Yes. Yes.
A large amount.
Yeah. I can count the dollars. I can see the different. I know what. Yes, I would say yes. I'm making more money.
So then, but you still think that she shouldn't have canceled on the bride?
Absolutely
no, absolutely not.
I'm just trying to clarify.
I don't think that she should have canceled at all. I think that she should have definitely done her client. And then also that goes back to Salon Etiquette 101, building a team. Like, you got to be able to have a partner makeup artist that that'll be like, girl, can you just prep this makeup artist or do this for me and make sure that this gets done so that we could both make money and we could both eat?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure she could have scheduled the makeup lady at the crack of Jesus.
It was in 2 different cities.
Yeah.
Sorry.
2 different states. Okay.
Yeah.
So then she did the next best thing. She found somebody else that she thought would,
the girl was like, girl,
able
please
to do the work.
No,
well, that wasn't good enough.
That wouldn't have been good enough for me either on my wedding. I came to you. I did a trial with you. I loved the way you did makeup.
But you know what?
She said, but there were red flags that were ignored.
This goes into standing on business.
On whose side?
It goes into standing on business because it just highlights how when you are a entrepreneur and you are a business, you are the business. You have to have other people in place to then have as a backup because things happen all the time. And so
delegate.
Delegating tasks, delegating things. There is some way she could have probably, like you said, had someone under her, highly trained, highly skilled, to say, hey, if anything happens, if for whatever reason I can't show up, this is my girl here that can definitely handle you for the day. She could have had her in on the trial. She could have, there
you go,
made her feel like she was a part of her team.
I love that idea.
Yeah, so that way, if things were to go left and she had to go to JT and hop on a plane, there was somebody else in place. And they both bride, and the bride would have felt comfortable knowing that.
Yep.
So, but it goes into standing on business. So this segment is where we discuss structures, systems, and tools that will make you successful in the industry. So just having support and we have to talk about Dry Bar because we're about to talk about Dry Bar. And one of the complaints, because they say Dry Bar is losing a lot of money, they're shutting down, people are suing them, there's disgruntled employees, but they're disgruntled employees, but people don't know really what goes on behind the scenes in business.
At all.
Like, people are like, oh, I booked with this person, but this one's doing my hair. Yes, we need to service you still because you booked the appointment, but maybe something fell through on the other end. Like, that's not always a bad thing. You understand? Like, but everybody always sees everything as a negative, and it's so hard. It's so hard to be successful nowadays because everyone nitpicks so much. They just tear you apart. Every chance they get, you drop the ball, you drop the needle for 1 second, and there's a whole big old explosion. And it doesn't have to be this way.
I think the access to social media has made it like that.
We say that every episode. If no one could see,
But think about it. Back in the day, how much access did you really have to celebrities?
None.
How much did you really know was going on at these Diddy parties?
I had to write the fan mail to TLC.
And I did too. Did you really know what was going on with them? No, you had no idea unless MTV came out with Cribs or came out with a documentary and you was glued to your TV to find out what's going on with them. Now you have influencers.
And now you have the social media that can show you how to do a silk press, how to do a sew-in, how to do this makeup trick. And we're giving away all of the free game.
The tips and
everybody is obviously going to
sit here on the podcast.
They're giving away all the free
100%.
game. They're giving it away. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not a gatekeeper in that way. But
some things need to be gatekeeped. I'm saying.
Some things need to, right? Like
some things need to be
because now that you've seen the thing, now that you know how to do the thing, why do you want to come to the
Because I can't go to any of the pools because everyone's using Resort Pass like me.
I know, and it was so like low key.
That was so random.
I know, she mad.
I am because some things need to be gatekept, and those were one of them.
Okay, well, I don't think that you should gatekeep, but I do see where you get confused into understanding why you need to go into a salon when you have all of the tools right in front of you.
Yeah, and then when you
because I don't want to
because you don't want to, but there are women who do want to. There are women who have the niche who like doing their hair, who feel like they got the skill and they want to utilize it. So it is confusing.
And when you cut your hair, you look like Krusty the Clown, and then you come back into the salon and you realize that you need to be like Rihanna. Come back to the salon, guys. Like, it's a reason why they created a school for people to go to do these things. So let them do it.
Let them do it and just come on down.
Come on down. But yes, back to Dry Bar. So there's a post on TikTok going on right now where this guy is saying, well, I know why Dry Bar is getting sued because they have A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So one of the pointers that he gave were, like you mentioned before.
He worked there.
He worked there as well, too. So he could speak from experience. He said that a lot of the employees are mistreated. They're not paid right. They're working through lunch, which is a big red flag for me because I make sure, like, hey, did you eat? Take your 30 minutes because I don't want you in here past
my eyes.
Right. As I and what do I tell you?
As I roll my eyes. Because who needs to eat?
Right. Okay, Dry Barnisha.
Who needs to eat?
Y'all are silly.
We got to get these people in and we got to get them out.
Wait. I got to eat, okay? I need to eat because I get an attitude. And then I'm sitting over the sink like being head. So, yes, because they haven't been able to eat. They're not getting paid what they feel like they should be. In addition to that, clients are booking and they're not getting the person that they book with, or they're booking in their appointment time.
Because the stylist ain't showing up to work. That's why you didn't get to book with
that
Kelly
too. But they said
she called out sick. What else? Anything else you want to know?
Yes. Even when they book an appointment time, they're still there an hour after.
Yeah, because the one that booked before you didn't book all her services, and she needed a press, and then she needed a trim, and then she needed a detangle, and she didn't show up the way she needed to, so I'm a little behind. But can you just exercise some patience for me, please?
Yes. No. I mean, now listen, I'm saying yes because she's speaking from the stylist side. I'm speaking from the concerned client side. Right? And I'm like, well, I mean, what's the point of booking an appointment if you're going to go ahead and not even see me at that time? But I'll wait.
And then I'm giving you 3 stars.
I just sit here with my legs crossed and I'm just going to wait. And then I'm going to go on Yelp and I'm going to go ahead and give you 3.5 stars. Speaking of Yelp, don't forget to tune in to our wonderful new segment where we call it Help
Not
Yelp.
Yes.
We're go ahead and we're giving the stylists, the professionals, the opportunity to talk about what goes on in the salon world and speak about things from their point of view. You can call us, you can text us, and you can just give us a little bit of insight and let us know how we can help.
Yes, give us all the tea.
All the tea.
All the tea. I want to know your review as a client when you serve. No, as
a stylist on the client.
Exactly.
Yes. I know that this may be a little bit new, but guess what, guys? It's anonymous. So if you leave a voicemail, we're going to doctor your voice so that it doesn't sound like you. If you send us a text, we're not going to read the names, but everything is going to be done anonymously. But we created this segment because we felt like there was an opportunity for stylists to be able to speak on their behalf. We have official raw reviews. We have Yelp. We have Google. We have all these things for customer facing, but we have nothing for employee facing or boss facing, the entrepreneur, anyone who provides a service. So help, not Yelp.
Right.
Back to our sponsors.
I can definitely help. Yes. We can definitely give you some, and maybe it's just for fun, just to hear what we go through and for the clients to hear that too. I think
that the clients are going to get a rude awakening.
They're going to get a rude awakening.
Because that breakdown that you just gave about why Shelly Ann couldn't be booked because she ain't come to work.
There's always a reason for something.
And yes. So,
and I don't
guess what? We don't care.
Right.
The clients don't care about your reasons.
They don't.
But it'll be fun to listen to them.
Okay.
The reasons that we're here.
Okay.
They don't give a damn. They don't. The reasons that we feel they don't care. They just want to make sure that they get their hair blow dried and it's under 35 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
So when we show up, we have to also show up as I'm here to complete a service for you. And I know that I have to get you out in this certain amount of time. Hopefully I can get you out earlier. But if not, don't give me 3.5 stars.
It's not realistic. I don't know.
I'm going to just start overbooking everything. Like I'm going to make everything an hour more, 30 minutes more.
Do that to me, friend.
Over promise. No, under promise, over deliver.
See?
Right.
That's a tool. That's something that can help you structure your business.
If you over promise.
No, if you over promise and under deliver.
No,
if
sorry.
you under
deliver. And
over promise.
No.
Wait.
Well, bitch, get it together. Which one is it? Shit.
Now I'm confused.
We're trying to make a point here.
You have to
under promise
and
over deliver.
Yes.
There you go. Jesus Christ. Thank you.
It.
Say it again for the people in the back because I ain't hear it.
Over promise and under deliver. I'm just kidding. No, it's not that. It's under deliver and over promise. I'm sorry, but just forget it.
Oh my gosh, they're not going to be able to use the tool because they can't remember. Under promise, over deliver.
Okay.
What might be said. That's what we're going to go with. So, yes, that's what I believe should happen. So now that the girls are realizing that Dry Bar, another one that he said was Dry Bar didn't realize that other Dry Bar replicas would pop up and open. And I think that's so dumb because
I don't think they did not know that.
He said they act like they created the blow dry.
Right. But they did create the technique.
They did. They
did create the technique and the system for people to get blow dries in 45 minutes.
Yes, they did.
It was a good idea, and it's not proprietary, and someone else did it.
I would have to say that when I opened, I definitely looked at Blow Dry Bar and Dry Bar, as that place of where I wanted to be and scale for my business because it just made so much sense. But we can't ever do anything like in the way that we want to and not be criticized in the negative light. So because there's 15 blow dry bars, obviously it's gonna kind of like dumb down the customer service overall. That's how I always
not necessarily.
It does. Because,
why?
Because the service can't. So if there's one good blow dry bar, I can't expect the second and the third to be the same.
Why? If it's the same formula,
quality control is very hard when you're expanding. Because you have to then.
I don't know. I go to Bagel Pub, right, in Brooklyn,
you
right?
Can't talk about bagel.
I go to Bagel Pub.
Bagel Pub,
and I go to another Bagel Pub, and the service is the same. I'm getting the same cream cheese scallion bagel.
They can potentially make this one cream cheese scallion with one man. They can use one man and ship it across the universe. So now
I get it, but when I come in, it's the same service, it's the same vibe, it's the same feel, and it's two completely different locations.
I'm not gonna break it down for her.
I mean, I get what you're saying, friend, because when I go to Unikay in Weston, Florida,
It's
And then I go to the one downtown Brooklyn, and they
Livingston?
almost rip off my labia.
Oh, okay. So it's not the same.
There's quality control.
Different.
It's very difficult
hard.
to control in different spaces.
Yes.
So the experience that I get in Florida, I cannot say it's going to be the same experience that I got downtown Brooklyn because I will never go back there.
Yeah.
Oh.
On my mama, on my hood.
I like it.
Okay?
Yeah.
So I agree with you. And
it's hard just replicating the same thing in one location. It's hard to gather 5 females and get them on the same page and doing the same
Or
thing.
stylists.
Exactly. Yes, it's so hard. It's so hard. So
Let alone across tons of
once
locations.
you're big enough, you're gonna get a lot more negative than you are positive reviews.
But my question is, if the big chain dry bar,
okay.
if they not going there,
because guess what,
where
McDonald's,
they going?
right? McDonald's. I love to.
Where
eat
the
what do you
going?
mean where they're going? In their house.
The
In their
Dominican-
bathroom. What you
Dominican
mean?
salon.
Or Dominicans.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the episode is about them not showing up at the salons, but like, you know, when you think about that, I think of like the local salon. Dry bar is like a big chain, and they're not showing up there either, and they're having the same problems as the smaller salons.
Because Rebecca realized how to do a twist out and learn how to do a curl from YouTube University. So they're washing their hair
Dry bar.
or blow dry
Also
bar
Brooklyn.
or so Brooklyn.
and now
And
she
they're-
has a suite.
and they have a suite or they're doing it at home.
Yeah. So like
Oh
McDonald's.
Lord, if dry bar is going down, what about us?
that's what I was trying to say.
Oh Lord.
They're not going down in that way. They have way too much money. I can't see them bankrupt.
We gotta get unionized in so Brooklyn.
Yeah, that would be nice, but I
Wait,
don't
what?
think it'd change the quality of people that come through the door.
No, it'll make it worse.
Exactly, because they're gonna say benefits. Oh yeah, I'm in there. Oh wait, 401k. Oh, sign me
Pass
up.
the probationary period.
Yeah, and then when they pass it, and then they quit, and then they get unemployment. Who's suffering? Whose money is that coming out? Who pocket?
It's really not coming out of yours neither.
It's
But we're
coming
not
out.
gonna go
It
down
is.
that rabbit
It
hole.
does. It does.
And taxes.
It comes out.
We gotta have a counting episode.
Yes, we got to get on that Q4.
Nope.
So yeah, I just was gonna say back to McDonald's being a big old chain and everyone knowing McDonald's. When you get that burger and that cheese is not melted, right? You still come back, right? You still go back. I've never heard anybody who's had a complaint about McDonald's and never been back there.
I don't really complain about McDonald's. Because y'all know I love a good double
What?
cheeseburger.
You've ever had a complaint at McDonald's, Mike B?
Yes, I have.
Okay,
I
have you
have.
gone back after
I
that?
absolutely have.
Right. So
So
if
you say all this to say what?
I say all this to say, bigger chains don't really get to face the trauma and the things that we have to deal with being a smaller business. Like they're not gonna.
Because people are gonna come back.
They're gonna
anyway.
come back anyway. They gonna come back anyway.
You
Can
know
you
what?
imagine McDonald's being on Yelp? You know how many 1-star McDonald's we would see?
I'm pretty sure they're there.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of them on Google. They're all like
Because
one and
at
two.
my-
Every
other job-
McDonald's is a 1-star because there's too many McDonald's. There's too many quality control issues going on.
At my other job, when they be like, I'm never flying here again. Good. Good. I'm glad. Because we don't want you anyway. But guess what?
They come
There's 4 more of them and they come back.
Yes.
And they all, because they see the price. They get that $1.99 ticket on 99 one way and they like, pew, I'm going to Puerto Rico. Like,
Yeah, so what you're saying is
they're
they
going
need
to
a
keep
special.
coming back.
We need a special to reel them back in after you mess up. Got it.
Yeah, win back clients.
All
So
right.
we're going to go ahead and we're going to transition to everyone wants 100%. So everyone wants 100. Everyone wants to walk away with 100%, but the reality is the math is never mathing. 100% may not be realistic, but we do know some ways to get you as close as possible. Get your pens out because we're going to be taking you to school. So how can they get to 100%, friend, and actually come back into the salon?
I think they just need to go back. So just pick your things up, your
Guys.
blow dryer, your flat iron,
Cue.
your
Cue the music. I'm going back to the salon. Like, baby, come back. There's really nothing else that we can tell y'all.
to say.
Like, but on
Write
a
it down.
serious note, not write it down. On a serious note, You guys, it's great to be educated, as we said in the previous episode. It's great to know about your hair, to know about your business,
Your
especially and your special skills. But in addition to that, you also have to know when you got to go someplace else, when you have to insert an expert. And I think sometimes we struggle with not knowing when it's time to be like, all right, maybe I do need to go to somebody who went to school that learned how to do this, that can give me more information on my hair. Like, you wouldn't go to a podiatrist about your skin. No. You wouldn't go to a foot doctor about your skin. No. You would go to a dermatologist. Yeah. You're not going to go to YouTube University to learn how to cut your hair and then you mad because it came out like Krusty the Clown. Yeah. Go to the salons. And on the business aspect of it, be on y'all Zoom.
Yeah. Right, because you're talking to the stylist. How can the stylist get them back into the salon?
Be on your Zoom.
How can the stylist get who back?
The client. Because the clients are not coming back because of all those things that they listed.
Oh, well, I think once you have your system in place, regardless if there's 15 people that you were seeing, but you're only seeing 5 now, I do believe that those 5 will make it back in time. I see it all the time. I go through, I've been in business 9 years, so I see clients that literally, I would see them 3 years later, but they know where to come to.
That happened to us just recently.
Yeah, when they want that service. So I call myself the McDonald's of hair, by the way.
I don't know about that. I don't know about McDonald's because we are the Louis Vuitton of hair.
What a little McDonald's on it.
No.
Splash Mickey D's.
Absolutely not. We serve champagne. You are not getting champagne in McDonald's. Okay? Don't do that. We are the Louis Vuitton.
And when you want a really good, nice bag, you know where to go, right?
Okay. So Brooklyn.
Right.
When you want a good old sewing?
As long as you can stay true to what it is that you're doing, what services you're providing, what your client base looks like, who you're talking to. As long as you're doing those things, you can't really worry about the people who are not showing up. Because the people who are not showing up are the people that you don't want to talk to anyway.
And that's a big fear that I read on social media with new stylists when they talk about how am I going to get clients? How am I going to get clients? Like, I read that this girl was offering $100 sew-in special for quick weaves.
Yeah.
And a lot of the comments was like, well, are you going to stay at $100 or are you going to change it up? Like,
she is.
And
she should.
Duh. She's going to reel you in.
Because when that double cheeseburger is 99 cents for the month, it's just for the month.
I'm going to buy 2. That month I only got 1. Now I get 2.
Like, visit the salon twice.
Exactly. I feel like when you start to worry about, is the price going to be the same? Is this person going to continue to get the same service? Am I attracting the right clients? Like, when you get those deals in the door, you know who's going to stay and who's going to go out. And there's so much, and I've seen it with my own 2 eyes.
Again,
there's so much money
to
be made.
They don't come back.
Right. It's okay. It is okay.
There will be someone else
that will replace them.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds far-fetched. I know it sounds like, oh, you're just speaking into the future. No, I've seen it happen.
What I do notice, though, I think a lot of clients now, like client retention, they are from a different generation. I don't think like the generation that's now are loyal in the way that they used to be when it comes to picking a stylist or picking a nail tech and staying with them, because they have access, like we spoke about, to so many different people, so many different styles. I can go somewhere else at the drop of a dime and feel like, good about it.
I don't know what side of TikTok you on, but they are complaining. I literally sent y'all the post about a girl the other day saying, oh my God, I can't find anywhere that's good. Yes, I can find
that the stylists are all doing the same hairstyles.
Not this one. I'm just saying. Girl. Yes, they are. However, they're complaining. They're not getting the customer service that they want. They're not getting what they need. So have them be able to find the space that they actually enjoy. I believe they're going to be loyal. I don't believe that.
They're not.
They're looking for the places. They just haven't found
They say they are.
But they are.
They're not.
They are, because there's, again, so many of the same kind of posts from different people. I don't think that all of them is just saying the same shit.
I'm a hairstylist.
But you don't be on social media.
I'm a hairstylist. I'm in it. I'm behind the chair. I'm seeing the the clients. I'm talking to them. I know what they're saying. And yes, they are saying, oh my God, this. I'm so happy I found this place.
Yeah.
Link's there. Where you at, girl?
But how you?
Where's she at?
How you not getting to the people who are looking for you?
I find them, they come in, but there's not that many, is what I'm saying. There's not many people who are really looking for a salon home who is serious about it. Because
let's take it to the social media. Let's ask Instagram, TikTok, because I don't believe it.
And YouTube.
And YouTube as well too. When you find a salon home, some place that you actually enjoy, and you get the best service ever, your hair, nails, lashes, everything looks great,
and they're pricey,
or they're in your price range.
Okay.
Are you going to skip out because they don't have availability this week?
Yep.
Are you going to not continue to patronize them because they messed up one time?
Yep.
Or are you going to give them grace, or are you going to reschedule yourself so that you can actually be accommodated? Please answer this message on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook so that we can get a consensus and prove Sharonda wrong.
Did they put on their mask during the pandemic?
What?
Thanks, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Everyone Wants 100%. We appreciate you so much.
Gotta save yourself.
Bye.